Yes, we do.
Okay, perfect. Um,
Thanks, Joanna.
all right, awesome. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Joanna Cattell. I'm the HR generalist at Net at Work, and this is my happy project. Consistently, I guess, with a lot of other people's theme, one of the things that makes me happy is family. I am one of 4 kids in my family. So if you look at the top middle picture, that's kind of my immediate family. So it's my grandma Anna, who's my mom's mom, my mom Maria, she's a TA at my high school. My dad Paul, he's a heavy equipment operator at the VA Medical Center in Long Island. So he is considered an essential worker. So he's still going to work every day. Then there's my brother Nick. He is a junior in college, but he's actually graduating in May with plans to attend law school in the fall. Oop, I skipped ahead. My twin sister, Christina, she has her master's in teaching, and she is now a teacher in Brooklyn. Well, remotely in Brooklyn now. My little sister, Desiree, she's not really that much little. She's 20 months younger than me and Christina, but she has her undergrad in chemical and biomolecular engineering and her master's in mechanical engineering. And her job title is literally research scientist, and I could not tell you what she does. But she did apply recently to be an astronaut, so that's kind of cool. Just some other pictures on the slide are us hanging out as a family. The top right picture is a picture from my parents' surprise 25th anniversary party that we threw for them a few years ago. And that's, really just my immediate family in a nutshell. I grew up on Long Island in a town called Hauppauge. So for those of you that are familiar with the island, it's exit 56 of the LIE. Hauppauge literally translates to land of sweet water, and there is absolutely no water anywhere near it. The bottom middle picture is a picture of my parents' house. It originally was my grandparents' house, so my mom and her siblings grew up in it. And then when my grandfather passed away, my dad was driving 3 times a week to kind of help my grandmother take care of the house. So my parents decided to buy it. The top left-hand picture is a picture of my parents' backyard. So growing up, my dad always, painted it with or lined it with wiffle ball lines so we could play wiffle ball and kickball. And growing up, we played a lot of sports in the backyard. We used to have badminton tournaments, volleyball tournaments. And we also had a pool and a trampoline. So it was a pretty cool place to grow up. I kind of wish I was social distancing there instead of my 1-bedroom apartment because there's a lot more space. But yeah, that's my parents' house. And then the next picture is just a picture of my parents' backyard in the snow. I don't really like the snow, but I think it's a pretty cool picture. Another thing we used to do growing up, and we still do, is clamming. So we would go to the North Shore of Long Island during low tide and dig for clams. And then we would, take those clams back to the house and have a clam bake or barbecue and, kind of just eat the clams. So the bottom picture is a picture of us. We used to take the canoe out when we would go clamming as well. So that's a picture of us canoeing during our clamming trip. Another thing that my family enjoys doing is making tomato sauce. So we have what we call Sauce Weekend. We get big giant crates of tomato sauce from who my mom calls her sauce guy. And we would just make a ton of tomato sauce. We do it every year, end of August, early September. And we make enough sauce to last me, my mom, my sisters, everyone for the entire year. So I don't know if the videos are going to work, but that's me separating the tomatoes, the juice from the skin and the other stuff. And then this is a video of just, as the tomato, you separate it, then you put the tomato sauce to cook, and that's it cooking, and then you have to seal and jar it. And honestly, it's really exhausting, but it's kind of worth it to have tomato sauce year round. So growing up, I played a lot of sports, but the sport that really resonated most with me is soccer. It was my favorite sport. So if you look at the bottom middle picture, it's kind of like a transformation of me playing throughout the years. So it starts with me in 4th grade, and then me playing in high school, and then me playing in college. So these are just, some pictures of me playing soccer. The top left-hand picture is actually me scoring my 50th goal in college, which happened to be on my senior game, which was really cool to have, all my friends and family and everyone there to watch me, score my 50th goal. And then the bottom left-hand picture is not of me playing soccer, but it's a picture of me playing lacrosse, which is probably the only sport I didn't play growing up. But when I was in college, we were in Title IX violation, meaning we didn't have enough female sports compared to males. So they started a lacrosse program. And when you're first starting a program, it's hard to recruit people. So the first year is a lot of athletes from other sports. So me and my friends, we joined the team. And then in the first game of the season, someone checked their stick up my face, and I had a fat lip and I broke my nose. So I had to wear this double face mask thing during the games.
Man, I'm screenshotting that, Joanna.
My friends are did. It's
a wonderful picture of you.
I know, it's pretty bad. We were video chatting the other day for someone's birthday, and I took the mask out and I wore it because I still have it, but
it's good for COVID times.
Can we play that?
I think you should go grab it for us now, Joanna.
Put it on.
I am not going to do that. Another thing that makes me happy are my friends. Most of these pictures here are from friends that I've met in college. The bottom left-hand corner are two of my friends from high school that I still keep in touch with on the regular. But my friends and I, we used to play beach soccer tournaments. We, in no way, shape, or form, are in shape to do that anymore. But we used to do that. We do take trips out to the winery on Long Island. And we just enjoy doing a lot of stuff like that together. So just some pictures of me and my friends. Another thing that makes me happy is my husband. He was born in Argentina and came to America when he was around 11 years old. So we met in college. He was on the men's team. He was a junior and I was a freshman. So he did see me get to wear that super cool face mask and still decided to marry me. But in college, we wore the same number and we had the same pair of cleats, which is I think it's a cute coincidence. But his mom and stepdad, sister and brother still live in Argentina, and they have a few places down in Sunny Isles and Miami Beach. So every year they go to Miami Beach and or Sunny Isles, we normally meet up with them there. But this year, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. One of the top middle pictures is us when we got engaged. We got engaged in Sanibel Island in Florida, and we went there because we had heard the water was unbelievable, super crystal blue, green, and while we were there, I guess before we went, a sugar cane exploded and the water was disgusting brown. But that's a picture of us when we got engaged. And then the bottom middle picture of us is on our honeymoon, which we took in September to Barcelona. It was my first trip out of the country, so definitely, a really crazy experience for me. I've never been to a different country, so, being in a different time zone, taking a plane that long was really crazy for me. I loved it. So I know Sam mentioned the travel group. I'm definitely interested in that. We were supposed to go to Dubai in March, but we had to cancel that trip. So we're hoping to go to Dubai in November. So if anyone has any tips for Dubai, let me know. And my husband also surfs. Forgot that part. We got married last June. So we got married June 14th, 2019. These are just some pictures from us at our wedding. The top right-hand or left-hand picture is us at the church. It's actually the same church that my parents got married in, and I made my communion and confirmation and everything in. So that was really special for me to get married in the same church my parents got married in. Top middle picture is my husband's family. So it's his brother, his nephew, sister-in-law, stepdad, mom, dad, his brother, and his sister. So his extended family, his dad and little brother are here, and everyone else is in Argentina. So, really excited. We're trying to go to Argentina for the New Year's this year. So really excited to get to visit them in Argentina and eat Argentine barbecue and drink their wine. The top right-hand picture is just a more up-to-date picture of my family on my wedding day. So my twin sister, my dad, my mom, my little sister, and then my brother. And then the rest are just kind of miscellaneous pictures from our wedding. My computer is moving a little slow, sorry. All right, so growing up, I was never artsy in any way, shape, or form, but my bridesmaids got me this machine called a Cricut that could make anyone artsy. So I've gotten into a little bit of crafting recently. So these are just some of the crafts that I've made recently that kind of help, kill spare time. So I've made like baby outfits for our friends, some signs, some posters. So it's something I've gotten into recently. And it's definitely a fun thing to do in this quarantine life. And like I said, anyone can do it. If I could do it, I'm like the least artsy person in the world. So anyone can do it with this machine. And then, the last thing that I have that makes us happy is the beach. I actually was hoping to do this presentation on the beach, but it's a little bit too windy. So this video here is actually, and I don't know if it's playing or not. Is this video playing?
No.
I can't see it.
Okay, well, it's supposed to be a video of from our apartment building. So we live in a town right now called Long Beach. It's in Nassau County on Long Island. This picture here is all of Long Beach. It's about a mile wide and then I think 3 or 4 miles long. So there's a bay side and a beach side. There's a boardwalk that's about 2 miles long. We live 1 block east of the boardwalk, so our building has direct beach access, which is really cool. It's definitely something that has helped us during the quarantine because we're able to go down to the beach. There's no one there and kind of, get out of our 1-bedroom apartment. But these are just some pictures of Long Beach. If anyone lives in the near area, I definitely recommend taking a trip out to Long Beach. It's really pretty. They have a nice boardwalk. They do a farmer's market. There's, a whole West End that has a ton of bars and restaurants and stuff. So it's a really cool place to live. We're enjoying it right now. And at some point, we're planning on buying a house, which I hope could be in Long Beach because we absolutely love it. And that is pretty much it. It's me in a nutshell.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, Joanna.
That's awesome.
I miss
Nah,
Long Beach
problem.
too. We'll be
I know
back.
Adam really likes Long Beach.
Except
Yeah.
for when the
Thanks,
cops
John.
ding me for
I might
opening
be moving there
containers in
soon.
public. But other than that, I love it.
Right.
Thank
right,
you,
thanks, guys.
Joanna.
Thanks,
Thank
Joanna.
you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Great
Bye-bye.
job. Thank you.
Bye-bye.